Hey, what's going on, guys? So today, this week, right, I wanted to share this trading idea that I think is definitely going to be lucrative for us, right? And this one in particular, you guys know that I like to trade the futures, right? The indexes. This week, I wanted to trade the Russell 2000. And what really got me excited about the Russell 2000, we know that that's the small cap companies, is what it formed, right? The candle that it formed last week, right? So if you look at here, the week prior, right, the 23rd of May starting off, this was a bullish, right, a bullish engulfing candle here, engulfing the previous week. But this past week, what we saw is that we had a hammer here, really a dragonfly candle here forming this past week. So that really got me excited to thinking, you know what, this is a key reversal here, right? This is a dragonfly, right, on the uptrend. And that leads me to believe that next week we're going to see a little bit pain coming for the downside, especially when we have the core CPI numbers, the consumer price index numbers coming out on Friday on the 10th of June. And as we know, the core CPI numbers, they measure the weighted average market basket for consumer goods and services purchased by a household, right? So that's what it really entails. And it's just a measure in inflation. So if that number comes in hotter than expected, expected is 0.7% for the consumer price index, the monthly one, and the core CPI is expected to be 0.5%. And of course, the CPI year over year is 8.2, and the core CPI year over year is 5.9. So if those numbers, by any chance, come in hot, right, they come a little bit different from what expected, we can definitely see the market, right, to include the Russell 2000 testing this support area here of $182.63, or even going lower, right? Let's see here. I had these here, but yeah, I'm really looking for next week, and that is the 10th. I'm going to 13 here. Yeah, so I'm really expecting that the Russell 2000 to do some miraculous things for the downside, right? Let's look at the technicals, more technicals here. You guys know that I like to look at a few things, right? Here we're looking at the weekly chart, of course, for this one in particular, the Russell 2000. That's the weekly. But if we look at the daily chart, right? On a daily chart itself, we have the Russell 2000 here closed and the bearish harami, right? Check out the market forecast that we did for this one in particular. It closed on a bearish harami. So it really leads me to believe that we're going to see some downside for this one next week, right? The CCI is getting very close to that sell signal here, right? So that has me excited. The fact that we have a bearish harami here, right, formed on Thursday and Friday. We have support right underneath it, right, for 182, right? And possibly going even lower depending on what we get from the CPI numbers, like I said, right? Either the monthly, the core CPI, or the year-to-year numbers, right? We saw a downshift, right? Downshift in motivation, as I like to call that volume, right? For the downside, right? So I think next week, right, motivation decreased as the stock was going up. So that leads me to believe that the sellers may be trying to take control of this particular ETF here next week, right? So the trading idea here is for us to get some put debit spreads, right? We're looking into some put debit spreads for next week. I was looking into the 183, 180 put debit spreads, a little bit out of the money. Again, 183 to 180, giving myself at least 3 weeks. So expiration, I was looking at the 24th of June, right? 24th of June expiration, because I truly believe that that we're gonna see the Russell 2000 testing as low as 179, 180, right? So this one will be probably reach here next week, early next week, and possibly again going even lower. You saw the weekly chart, and this is the daily chart here. Again, what I'm going to be buying about 50 of these, right? I'm looking to buy 50, 183, 180 put debit spreads, and that's expiring on the 24th of June. Our prices right now, they're about 4,600 bucks, right? I'm gonna buy about, again, 50 of those for like 4,600 bucks, with the potential of making some nice profits in that. Of course, I'm always practicing risk mitigation, as you guys know, using my planning tool for this one in particular. I will be putting all the information on here on our Slack page, so you guys can actually see that. Again, that's the Russell 2000 IWM put debit spreads, right? And again, I'm going for out to like 183, 180 put debit spreads, and for about 3 weeks for the 24th of June expiration date, right? Let me know what you guys think about this, right? I will be putting on details, like I said before. Always practice logical emotions, and always use your planning tool, guys. That is your sword, that is your shield, in order for you to make the best profits and the best decisions ever when it comes to risk mitigation in this craft profession that we call trading and also investing. I always say, always practice logical emotions, and more importantly, we'll see you guys at the finish line. Peace, peace, peace. And more importantly, be blessed. One.